So we're over here at a different part of our wetland area today. We're not at the normal part of the wetlands that you might often visit at Common Ground. We're at kind of the old wetlands today because we were hoping to catch a frog today, but we couldn't find any in our main pond. So we came over here because we were noticing a lot of frogs along the shore here. So we're gonna do a little look, and we're gonna look all throughout the pond. I'm really looking for their little eyes sticking up above the surface and their little nose. Those are some of the things that help me see a frog, even though they're so well camouflaged. So it looks like I've got one. Ah, I missed it. Okay. So, as you can see, we've got a frog right here. And I just want to show you, if you catch a frog, how you want to hold your frog. So what I like to do is, you can see kind of their waist right here. And that waist right there is a spot that will be a safe spot to hold them because it won't squish any parts of their body when you hold them there. So you want to make kind of like a belt with your fingers, and then you can just safely hold the frog like this. And sometimes they're really slippery and they wiggle out. But now you can see that the frog is starting to calm down a little bit, get a little more comfortable with us. So right here we've got this frog, and we can tell a few things about this frog. First, we can tell that this frog is a boy. And there's lots of ways that you can tell if a frog is male or female. And one of the ways that you can tell is by the eye and the tympanum, which are their ears. So you can see, if you get right up close here, you can see its eye and the tympanum. The tympanum is this circle right behind the eye, and that's a frog's ear. And if the tympanum is bigger, noticeably bigger than the eye, that's one clue you might have that a frog is male. If the tympanum is about the same size or smaller than the eye, then you might have a clue that the frog is a female. Another way you can tell is, whoop, if you let the frog go. So we're gonna get this frog again. And then once we're done, we'll release the frog, but we're gonna hold on to it for just another second. And you can tell, if you look right underneath, you can see the yellowness under the frog's chin. So you can tell that he's a male frog because he's got the yellow under the chin, along with his tympanum being bigger than his eye. Those two clues are enough for us to know that we've got a male frog here. Another cool thing about these frogs is that you may have noticed when you're at a pond that it's really hard. You have to look really closely to be able to find the frogs. It takes a while to notice, and that's because they have such good camouflage. So if you think about it, you're looking from above and you see this green frog in the murky greenish brown pond. It's gonna be pretty hard to see. But the same goes if you're a predator of a frog and you're underneath the water looking up, you're gonna be looking at a light sky color. And you can see that the frog underneath is really light. So you can tell that they have camouflage on both underneath and on top, which helps them be able to escape predators, both coming from above them and below them. So we've got this frog right here, and hopefully we'll start to see more and more in our pond this spring. But we've got this guy right here, and hopefully we'll get to check out another one in a future video. So we've got our frog in here that we just talked about, and now we're gonna let him go back to his home. So I'm just gonna place the net back in the water, and we'll wait for him to go on out. Look at him, there he goes, off into the pond.